See me, family. Massa here. Greetings. In this video, I want to talk about Israel, that he will eat defiled food in the land of captivity. It's very important for us to know that the Most High has a people, and this people knew the Most High from the beginning. And we have to know that there are some other nations that came and they showed the chosen people, this people that the world called the Israelites, they showed them a new God, which means that the Israelites today, they are lost. They are worshiping another God from the strangers that the strangers showed to them, and that they are in slavery, in bondage, which means the nations took them away from their normal inhabitants, from the normal places where they dwelled, to captivity, to other countries in the four corners of the earth. And there, where they are slaves over there. And they don't know the Most High. That's another thing. Because always, if they speak about the Most High, they will always go to the Greek gods, to the Roman gods, or maybe to the Assyrian gods, Babylonian gods. But to know who the Most High really is, they have to return back to understand who they are first, so that they can find the Most High in spirit and come back to their inheritance in the land. And the Most High will stretch out his hands the second time and say, in this place where he told them, you are no more my children, or you are no more my wife. This is where the Most High will come and stretch out his hands the second time to do a new covenant with them. Until to these places, to this time, the Most High will not reveal himself to the Israeli. He will always take the chosen ones, just few, and tell them, look, obey my laws and understand the nature, because there is everything in this world must obey the Most High, because everything is created by the Most High. Every human must obey the Most High. Every animal, everything, even the planets, the sun, the moon. And the nations have never done this. This is something that we have to know. The nations, they have not obeyed human. They haven't obeyed the animals. They haven't obeyed the nature. Yeah. So, to the Israelite, yeah, to them was given the laws. They are the only people in this world that the Most High gave the laws. Yeah. And that's why the Israelites, the children of Ephraim, etc., they are under a contract with the Most High, which means, do you do what I want, my child, because you represent me on earth, I will give you everything that you want. But if you do not do what I want, you will be always the tail, and the whole world will do the worstest things against you. Which means it will go contrary to that what the Most High really wants. And if you look at our situation today, at our status, we know that we did not do that what the Most High really wanted. And many people are like, now let us go back to the normal nature of the Most High. Let us relearn what we have forgotten. Yeah. Let us rebuild what is destroyed. And we are walking now to the righteous path, which means that we have to come out of Babylon. We have to forget everything that Babylon have taught us. We have to learn everything that the Most High wants us to tell us in secret, and we have to be prepared for the Most High's coming, or for the war that the Most High wants to bring, for the judgment, for the change. And if you want to change something, then you must be prepared. You have to also to you know, we have today Windows 9, tomorrow it will be Windows 10, and then it will be Windows 11. It's a complete other processor, which means you cannot say it's the same computer. It's not. Okay? This is how we have to get an upgrade to that what we know. Yeah? And for that we have to be prepared. If if you stopped by Windows 1, how do you want to understand Windows 10? Which means you have to pass Windows 2 first, or Windows 3. And then you will go to Windows 10. And this is what is happening here. That's what the Tanzami said. Not everyone in Israel is Israel, because many people do not understand that where we go, the Most High is saying, why are you worshiping different kinds of gods? You are going to learn different kinds of languages. You're going to learn different kinds of traditions. You're going to wear different kinds of clothing. Women's with man clothing, man with women clothing. You're going to sing songs for the enemy. You're going to dance for the enemy. You're going to worship different kinds of you're going to do different kinds of rituals that he never knew. You're going to start having different kinds of feasts that is not from the Most High. You're going to eat defiled food. Okay? And many people might think, oh, defiled food. What is this? It's defiled food. I can eat healthy. I just buy bio products or whatever. This is not what the Most High means. It's much deeper than that. If the Most High start talking and saying that you will worship other gods, don't tell me that one of these YouTubers know who the Most High is. He will always go back to the Greeks, to the Romans, to Caesar Borgia and all those kinds of things. Always. Always. He will always go back there. He do not even know who he himself is, and he wants to teach you who God is. It's here, Hosea 9:9. They have deeply corrupted themselves as in the days of Gibeah. Let me share this one here. Here. He will remember their iniquity. He will punish their sins like grappers in the wilderness. I found Israel like the first fruit on the fig tree in its first season. I saw your fathers. Which means the Most High, okay, always had a garden. And in this garden, he had wine, he had fig trees, he had pineapples, he had bananas, and all those kinds of things. All over the Bible, even when the Isaiah was giving examples, he was always talking about the wilderness, about the Isolele bringing fruit, the righteous fruit thereof, or being cut off. He was talking about different kinds of gardenings. If you go to the Psalms, King David has a garden, King Solomon had a garden, and all these kind of things is, many people might think it's just the Most I just put it there. No, it's not just there. It is spiritual. Every the children of Israel, they had garden. If you have a garden and agriculture, it means the Most High is also there. It is very important to know that the Most High is also in plants, in fruits, and things that you eat. When today the Christians say, yeah, it is not so important, yeah, because Jesus have said we can eat everything that we want. They're forgetting one thing. Jesus first never said this. You can read the whole chapter and you will see that he's talking about the Pharisees, etc., etc. But look, when he say that you can eat whatever you want to eat, we have also to know that the law of Massa forbids different kinds of things. He himself, the Most High, say you shouldn't eat different kinds of things, that are, that he sees as unclean. Yeah, Leviticus 11. You can read it by yourself. So, the Most High knows why. The Most High knows why. Okay. So, but for the nation, it's okay. They will say, eat it. When Paul was saying, be careful what thou eatest, you have to know that Paul was referring to, you do not know what kind of spirit the person that sells the kebab, or that sells the McDonald's, or that sells the fast food or whatever, you do not know what kind of thing he puts into that food. That's why before you eat anything that you eat, pray over it. Wait a little bit and check the food before you start eating. Yeah? Why? Because every nation in this world, yeah, does rituals before they start selling things. Especially the Muslims. Okay? For them it's a normal act. Yeah, you can go to West Africa. Yeah? Ask them, yeah, the people from the Fulani, Gambia or Senegal, I think even Ghanaian know it, but they have not so many shops here in Germany. But here people from Guinea. So what do when they have a store? Okay, they have different kinds of things that they put there, totems. Okay, that start pushing the people. Yeah, so that people comes and start buying from them. And when Paula said, look, when you go to the market, yeah, be careful what thou eatest. Be careful what thou buyest. Because they're all the things that you see here. The people used to do spiritual, they used to pray on that. They used to put things on it. So that the things, the goods will be sold faster. I hope you get it. So everything that you eat, you might like it or not, it has always a spiritual background. Okay? And the Most High knew all this. So you are worshiping automatically Allah, the Chinese food and all these kinds of things. So you are in Indian, the Colombian food, or every food that you eat, behind the scene is spirituality. So which means when you start eating these kinds of things, you're putting spirits inside your body. Okay? And many people do not want to accept it. Yeah? But that's the truth. It even starts today. It even starts before it goes to the market. They go to the gardenings, Europeans, they go to the field, they put different kinds of things to let their food grow. So when the food grows, it grows already with different kinds of substances that harms your body, that harms your spirituality. Yeah? And this is a fact. You will find the pork bones in yogurt. You will find it everywhere. Okay? You will find you will see, if you see the procedure of the Europeans making agriculture, you will be surprised what else they put under the ground so that they can have the food not in 3 months but in 1 month, or in lesser than 1 month. They have apples like that, but this is forbidden. Like the Most I say, you shouldn't have cows with different colors and stuff like that. Yeah, the Most I knew why. He knew why you shouldn't mix up things. So people are today in the West, and they really believe, yeah, that the Most High agree on McDonald's, then he agree on the kebab, that he agree on all these foods that we are eating from the Gentiles, by the way. When you come with our food, manioc, fufu, and all the nature food that comes from the Most High's plantations, they will start saying, no, we don't want that food. Okra and all these kinds of things. But what they are also forgetting is the Most High is the first and the Most High is the last. Now you see European, Chinese, you see people from Sweden, all the teams, they're going to Africa. Yeah, they're going to Africa. What do? Agriculture. You see the big old companies, the biggest companies here on earth, all the big Amazon and all them, they are not in the Amazonas. They are not in America. They are not in the China. All of them are going to Africa. They are buying land, huge lands, to do agriculture. All the food will go back to Europe. All the food will go to China. The food will go now to Americas. Okay? Because Spain, the earth is damaged. Southern America, the earth is not the best no more. They destroyed the earth. And now there's only one place where they can do agriculture, so that they can feed their own. And what do you think? Agriculture here and there. Food will be expensive now. Okay? And what is happening now is that these people, they are so smart, they're saying, we do not only take the food, we do not only take and buy the land. Yeah. But that what we are doing now is we take over those places and we're going to also stay there. Which means Africa, we can say what you want to say about Africa. You need something in the West and you need something in Africa. Okay? Which means you can say whatever you want to say. If you have your genes in America or in the Europe, you should also have your genes in Africa. And people will understand it, because someone sent me a video also. This video was talking about we Muntus, we should go back to the Most High beside going back home to Africa. That's not the problem. The problem of us in Africa is, read the Bible carefully. No one else will build Africa but the African themselves. Which means, who are those people who will build it? Okay. Read the Bible. When the children of Israel, they came back, they built Judah. They built the cities of Jerusalem by themselves. Okay? Go to Isaiah 14. All the things what the Europeans are building today in Africa, tomorrow the Most High will find a way to give it to us. Africa will be built. For what kind of reasons? They don't want to invest into China no more. In Europe, they don't have the materials. Europe is also builded. America is builded. There is no other playground to get cheap people that work for you, and where you can have the materials also on the ground, where you have also the capacity to do so many things because it's not there beside Africa. Africa will be built anyway. Like Dr. Movie used to say, with you or without you. But this is not my problem, because the Hosea 5, the Hosea 6, 5 to 7 verse is saying, the prophet should tell his people and warn them and tell them, look, the food will be a problem, like in the time of Joseph. That's why you see the big old companies taking the fishes, taking the agriculture, taking all the land. Yeah? Because food, without food, you will not need your car. Without food, you will not sit there with your big old television and watch TV. Without food, you go crazy. And people are not seeing it because they are living good and fat now. But they do not understand the time. They do not understand why the Europeans, they're always smarter than black people or other nations from the Southern America or whatever. Why they are leaving and buying such huge lands. We're talking about eBay. We're talking about the big old companies. You have the sorcerers, singers like Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, and whatever. They thinking when they do sorcery and become rich in 2 or 3 days, yeah, by walking around and wearing Gucci clothes and showing the newest cars all the time, they're thinking that's it. They're thinking that this is what we need, but this is wrong. Why? I have a car too. I have a house too. I also wear clothing. What do they bought or have? What a poor person, I see even poor persons on the streets, they have shoes on. They have cappies on. They have houses. Okay? So what did they have by selling their souls? What we do not have. You see? So it doesn't make any sense. The problem here is much deeper. We are talking about the time of Egypt. No food. No rain, okay? Dried land in Kenya. Dried land in the eastern part of Africa, in the northern part of Africa, in Israel. Dried land in the Saudi Arabia, okay? This is what I'm talking about. No food in the Caribbeans. What will you do against it? Do you think the white guy will come and give you food just like that? Go and look at your grocery shops. If the in and export are the same like it was yesterday. What eyes? You can't see or what? Huh? So what I want to say is, okay, wake up, Isolele. I can give you some Bible verses for an example to those things that I have said, so that you can see by yourself that I'm totally right. Yeah, because it's always good to show these kinds of things with the scriptures. Okay, and the food that we're eating in the West, my goodness. Yeah, that's why you have some of us, they look like balloons. Yeah, they look like balloons. It is hard to find someone in Africa that look like a balloon. And if you have some mothers looking like this, they're always strong because of the sun and all these kinds of things. They're always strong, even if they are a little bit heavy. Their structure from the body is always stronger than when I see someone in the West and he's also fat, but his body is like, he's soft. So which means that his body is his body is always, he's done. He's not strong. His bones can't hold this fat mass. So the food has a spiritual background. When the Most High is telling us not to eat the defiled food, which means it's not only about the food itself, it's about the spiritual background. Yeah, I know that no one will understand the spiritual background, but when you see your children are becoming gay, or you get sick with cancer and all this kinds of sickness, what the Europeans have, then you know why. Because even some of the food that people eat outside there, they are not burnt well. They're not, they do not even make it well. It's not even, it's yeah, raw, no? Raw. We call it raw in Germany. Yeah, raw. Yeah, it's raw. Now, let's go to some Bible verses. So you can read Leviticus, like I've said, but we're gonna read Ezekiel. The Most High always talks about his plan. It's like the same like he talked about his animals. It's the same like he talked about his land. He said, "You made my land. You defiled my land." In the Africa as well, because blood is shared in the land and all these kinds of things. So the land became an abomination. But he said, "You will go to another land where you will be captive, and there you will eat defiled food." Defiled food, which means you will eat the Satan's breath. You will drink from the Satan's breasts, from the Baphomet. Your children will be crazy. You will not even know why. Just eating the wrong food and like zombies, And some people too tall, some people too fat, some women's this kinds of breasts, some wicked, and they do not even know all is in the food. Everything, they put everything in the food. Wickeds from the wickeds. You see the hybrids from the hybrids in the West. Human, you see him like this, you don't know what, is this a human? Is this a half Indian? Is this a half Pakistan? Is this a half Chinese? Is this a half black? Everything is in him. So the biggest experiments in food. You can drink a Monster drink, an energy drink, Monster. With the same energy drink, you can clean up your house. It will clean up everything, even even the bottom. You can see it is hard stuff can't be taken away. You just put some Monster there, boom, clean. So what is inside the drink that it cleans up everything, So, and our food are different. They heal. Our food, if you learn and study our plants, our wood, if you learn and study our stones and everything that our tea, then you see everything has a healing process. Everything, aloe vera and all this kinds of stuff. But if you start eating the things, look at the things from the West, fat here, cheese there, here more pork, here more that. No, this is the truth. Believe it or not. Yeah. So, look at this Bible verse. And you shall eat as a barley cake baking in their side on human dung. And the Tanzambi said, thus said the people of Isolale, eat their bread unclean among the nation where I will drive them. And someone wants to tell me he knows the Most High. You know that it goes from your food, your clothing, your music, your everything. Everything. Oh, Kwam Yasharala. Kwam Yasharala. Huh? We are far away. We are far away from salvation. Far away from salvation. And that's why I do not watch everything what people do or say. Because we are far away. Far. Nothing will happen before the Most High don't put order in our midst. With the false feasts and all these kinds of things. False languages. Yeah, it is bad. The Most High must help us. He must start revealing us who He is, because He's hiding Himself. Yeah, you can't imagine. Yeah, like I said from the beginning in the video, other nations knew that we know the Most High, that we are one with the nature, with the animals, with the heavens, etc., etc., with the Spirit. They came and showed us another book, which means they showed us another God. And to Him do we give glory today. We worship Baal, the most of us. But the Most High, we can sit down there and showing everyone what is here. You can go to Psalms 50 and 16. Let me show you. Psalms 50 and 16. Let me show you. So Psalm 60 verse 15. Wait a minute. Psalms 50. Exactly. Here it is. He say, but to the wicked, Yah says, what right have you to receipt my statutes or to take my covenant in your lips? Like I said, a lot of blah blah, but no escape plan, no building plan, no plan at all, but a lot of blah 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 blah. This is the problem that we have. We are captives. Never forget it. You are not welcome in the West. You will know very soon that you are a captive in the West. You are a captive of all the wickedness from the West. They're taking you captive. You are a captive. You can't even move. Try to move. Try to move. Come on. Get rid of the COVID and everything. I want to see it. Try to do your moving. Go doing that what you have done before. If you are not a captive. So you are captive. You are a slave. You're a slave to the drugs. You're a slave to all the naked women that you see in the streets. You're a slave to a delusion, a strong one. And you can't do anything against it. Anything. That's why you have to find the Most High. And the Most High say, I am nowhere to find but in Israel. Nowhere to find but in Israel. Good luck. This was my message. Find the Most High. Now everyone will become Christian. Now everyone will become Jewish. Now everyone will become a Muslim. Find the Most High. There is a real Most High. And He will show Himself. And in the scriptures, He really say, I am among the animals. I am among the 1,000 mountains. I am among the poor people. I am among there where you see the waters coming from the mountains. I am among there where you can do gardenings. Should I go to the Bible verses? Should I? Where He say where He dwelleth. Huh? Where milk and honey is. You see? So you think the Most High is just changing His words because you're Israel? No. And that's why Tatanzambi will take Isolele from the four corners of the earth back home. Put a foundation home if you can. Not everyone can do this, but if you can, put a foundation. It's important. And the Tanzambi's people will come home. They need a place to sleep. They need a place where the Tanzambi will gather them. Read your Bible. It was always the same. They need a place where they have to go. Yeah. some of this uh, one of these ministries was asking his people in his channel and saying, what is the building of King David's kingdom? He's a priest, have more than 20,000 followers or whatever. What is King David's kingdom? No, this is the strong delusion that we are living into. A strong delusion. Okay? And now they're saying, oh, we are from the West. We belong to this land. Read the Bible. Tatanzambi is saying every land where you will find blood shed there. People built these houses with blood. They stole. They enslaved my people. They did this and this and this bad against the nature. They did not respect the heavenly creation. These people will go to bondage. They will fall. Read Isaiah. Let me show you Isaiah 14. The Bible is good. Let me show you Isaiah 14 very quickly. My goodness, my brothers and sisters. I have to do this video quickly because at the last time my brother Kephas was here. We have so many things to do. Look what the Bible verse, how he's calling it. The restoration of Jacob. The restoration. Okay? The restoration. I hope you know. Google what restoration is. For Tatanzambi will have compassion on Jacob the second time, and will set them in their own land. And sojourners will join them and will attach themselves to the house of Jacob. And the people will take them and bring them to their place. Okay? And the house of Israel will possess them in the land of the Most High as male and females. They will take captives those who were their captors and rule over those who oppressed them. In America, you will be slaves again. I promise you. In the Europe, you will be slaves again. My only problem in all this is, I know who I am. I'm talking like, but I am one of them people going to these places and taking my people. This is another thing. But, I'm trying to tell you, wake up, okay? Do Psalms 1 be not found in the midst of the wicked. Okay? Be not found in the midst of the wicked. Wicked things, okay, will not pay you anything. The Most High is saying very clear in this verse why people will go to Africa, start building, start robbing, but at last everything will stay for us. They will start working for us. The righteous leaders will come. Everything will be in the best for us. Now at the moment they're trying, let us go and take here over, buy this sea, buy this sea, because they have no water, right? But later, it's the Most High's land. It's no one's land but the Most High. He would say, look, this is my gold. Read the book of Joel. When he said, you took my man and female, you took my gold, my silver. Hey, the Most High is declaring all this kinds of stuff to him. It's his. And he's saying, there's people from Tarsus, there's people from all over the world, these nations, they will bring some of us home to do businesses, to help us to build our countries. They have to come with a lot of money to make it inside there. Do you know that? They will come with all the things that they have. Here, take it. Can you please bring me over? My goodness. Do you understand the scripture now? That's why they're saying that the sojourners would join them. They would be like, please take me over there. Take me. Huh? To where? To the United States? To Southern America? Because I heard Israel is in Southern America now. And some people, Israel is telling me that Israel is in Northern Africa, or the western part, or the northwestern part, or the Middle East day. Why it's not there? It's a desert. It's a desert. Be careful, huh? Be careful. We are not playing around. This year is war. And in this war, one person will win. One. Okay? And this one nation will be one body that is the Most High. They will be from the Most High. Multitudes of people, but one people. One. And not many people. Everyone with his mindset. Everyone wants to do different kinds of things. No, we're going to be one very soon. Everyone with one spirit. And people are understanding already. No one is perfect. No one must always say, like me, I'm eating good, yeah? I eat good. I love fast food. I love many things. But what I want to tell you, especially for a Ngunza like me, I shouldn't eat fast food. I shouldn't eat pizzas and all these kinds of things. Really, it harms me. It harms the spirit. It takes a lot from us. And if you're not spiritual enough, it can even make you crazy, so that you go doing crazy things. You could start having crazy feelings. I'm feeling hot. Taking the next man, yeah, in club or whatever, yeah, because you have eat something that you shouldn't eat. Just to tell you the truth, yeah. Be careful. Inget.